All right. So anyway, guys, welcome to Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly, and I'm glad to have you all here. And I'm trying something new, obviously, and we're going to try to make this show almost as interesting as the Fly for Fun show. Um, Johnny's busy tonight, so he couldn't be my first guest. But I have a good guest lined up, and there's no doubt about it. He's going to be interesting. And you might even have if you're a good detective, you'll know who he is by looking at me. But but anyway, I want to thank you all for coming in. And now I see what Johnny and the other live streamers are talking about, where when you don't have a guest on and you're just talking to the computer here. I'm going to try to talk to the chat, but it'll be hard. Excuse me. And I want to welcome in Michael Blade. He was number one. Maddie, how you doing? TJ, thank you all for coming in. Robbie, good to see you. The World Drone community. And I'm a preview to you guys, and it's not to steal your thunder, but it's to promote the World Drone community as one of the streams I'm going to be promoting tonight. Leonard, how you doing? Um, and Johnny, of course, Johnny's in there. Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate it. And Jaybird, hey, there's Joe. How you doing? Good to see you. Michael, Fly Zone, good to see you. And old farts in a drone. Good to see you, Bob Dempsey. But anyway, I guess you guys have figured it out. This is one of the best Facebook groups that's going on right now, and I was so glad. And it's old farts with drones, and I can't say how happy I am that I joined that group, because Bob Dempsey um, and all the members of that group are amazing. They really are. They share their photos and videos, and it's just a great group. And I felt a little funny initially because I don't consider myself an old fart, even though I am. But hey, Apache Drones, how you doing? Thank you, Sammy. How you doing? Um, so bear with me. This is the inaugural Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly live stream. Yesterday, I, with Johnny's help, I got to give Johnny all the credit, and he was able to help me go live from the drone. So yesterday, I went live from the Air 2A, and it was hysterical because I kept trying, and Johnny's walking me through it, and then we started doing FaceTime calls, and he's saying, Ray, you got to be typing it wrong. You got to be typing that stream key wrong. And I was really being careful when I did it, but I did make a couple of mistakes. And then a few other guys had mentioned, you got to make a copy of it, take a photo on your phone. And so anyway, after 11 tries, I finally was able to go live with the Air 2S. And it was right here on the desk, on the table next to me. And Johnny says, you can fly with that now. So I says, well, Johnny, you sure? So I picked it up, made like I was flying around in the room, and then I took it out in the backyard, and I flew it above my pond, my koi pond, for a little flight. That's all. But apparently, a lot of people are having trouble with the audio, and the audio was a little scratchy, and I'm sure DJ, I will fix that or correct it with another update. But I don't know if I'm going to use it a lot, but I'm just glad I know how to use it now. And again, thank you, Johnny. I really appreciate your help. And Matt offered to help me too, and a few others offered to help me. But I know the guest, We have hot dogs and hamburgers in the back room here. We're not down in Louisiana. So we got hot dogs, and I'm going to bring the guests in, and hopefully you guys will all give them a welcome. And welcome. Welcome.
Thank you. Hi.
Hey, Bob.
How are you, Ray? Good to
Good,
see you
good,
again.
good.
Yes. We're happy to be on the first show. I mean, to make this a real movement here. Captain Ray's Adventures here is going to be another big hit on the internet. I'm looking forward to, hopefully being a part of it. That's great.
Well, Bob, I tell you, like I told everybody before, I'm proud to be a member of Old Farts with Drones, and you got a great Facebook page going there, a great group. It's really amazing the way it's just skyrocketing. You just hit quite a 3,000, if I remember right.
Yeah. Actually I hit 3,100 today, but I mean, I'm really thinking that I must have just hit the right chord at the right time, and that this was a pent up desire in a lot of us older guys, and I consider myself an older guy. I'll be 71 in a month and a half here.
Yep.
And I just think that there was a bunch of us that felt that we just didn't fit in a lot of these other Facebook groups, and so it was my intention is to create a place where we could have a reasonable adult conversation with nobody slamming each other or anybody trying to hustle anybody or anything like that. And that was my intention to begin with. And it's just, for the first month, I had 37 members after a month, after I invited everybody I knew. So I thought, oh, it's going to stay around, 30, 40 people, and that's going to be wonderful. And we can do a lot of back and forth exchanging information and showing each other our videos and stuff like that. And you, Captain Ray, started recommending this to a few of your friends. And when you did that, I started getting 20, 30 requests a day to join, all because of you, Captain Ray. And it really just kind of took off. And then from there, I got noticed by a few other people, and it's just mushroomed into this. I have no idea how to handle 3,000 people, but
It's a totally successful group. There's no doubt about it, and I give you a lot of credit, I like sharing knowledge. Not that I have a lot of knowledge, and I noticed that a lot of guys on your group share knowledge, and they want advice. If they're buying a drone, they ask the members for advice, and the members, tell them what they think is best.
We've all been in that situation, I mean, where, I know I want to buy a drone, or I want to buy a plane, or whatever. And, there's confusion out there. And to have a few people that you can talk to and trust to give you good advice, I think is probably the key here, And I think, when I go to buy something, I mean, I try to read everything I can, but hearing from somebody that this works and that doesn't, I mean, makes a big difference.
I know. I didn't know what kind of drone to buy, and when I first bought one, and my first drone, I just found it on internet because it was cheap, $63.
Yeah.
I don't have it handy. Usually I have it handy that I can show it as a prop, but it was called a Spy Striker drone. It was a toy drone, and I just found it so difficult. I understand what these guys that are asking for advice about what drone they think they should buy, and the guys give them an honest, opinion. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
It's there's too much out there now, and of course it's very confusing. And I mean, I kind of stumbled into a Mavic Mini, back 2.5 years ago. And I think I was fortunate. I had flown a helicopter that made by a cell phone accessory company called Griffin,
oh,
and they had a helicopter that you could control with your phone. And so I tried it, and I flew it a little bit in the house and had a good time. And then my grandson came over, and so I put it in his hand, and it immediately went into the ceiling and broke the props. And it's still sitting on a shelf over here, But that was my previous flight experience. But
it's funny because I won a drone recently on those guys live stream, Phantom Flight
ah
101, and you know Herman and Lawrence, they sort of do it together. Lawrence is on Sunday nights, and then Herman's on Wednesday nights. So I was in a week ago, and they said, they told everybody, you got to watch the video and make a little comment on the video. And then they did the random spin, and sure enough, my name was picked, So I won a drone, and I should have had it handy, but it's back here, so I'm just going to get it. And, you know, um, it was the coolest little drone. It's like an FPV drone. And take a look at
ah
it. I'm going to show it to you all.
oh yeah.
But it's got the prop guards, and
Yeah, it's
but
like a
anyway,
Cinewhoop. A whoop, is that what they
that's
call
what they
that, a
call
whoop?
tiny whoops or whatever. But
Yeah.
I tell you, Bob, it was funny because I charged up the battery, and I won't give away my whole video. It's going to be posted tomorrow, but I am going to tell you what happened. I go- I go to fly it, and I fly it right here next to me,
In the
and
house.
as soon as I hit the throttle, the thing shot up like a rocket right into the ceiling. Oh man, I'm telling you, that was take one. That was take one.
Little
And
spackle and
but anyway, let
fixing
me
the
just say something
ceiling.
to Apache drones, because Apache, I remember now. Apache was working at the construction site where we held our annual koi show, and he,
Ah,
he mentioned it in his comments in the chat. It was the Hyatt Regency Hotel in Hop Park, and I showed up um, early in the afternoon, and they all told me there was a guy flying in a drone. I said, really? There was a guy over here flying a drone? No, he was flying over in the construction site. And the way
ah,
they described it, they didn't know the term FPV, but the guy was
uh-huh.
flying around so fast in and out. And so I heard
Yeah.
all about you. And you really made an impression on the Koi people, and I flew my Air 2S and got some shots of our setup, but it was
I
good. And
seen him. Yeah.
thank you for coming into the live stream, Apache. I appreciate it.
Yes. Yes. I've had a pond in my backyard here for
Oh,
almost 20 years.
okay.
And it's a small pond, under 200 gallons. And I have goldfish.
Yep.
And I've had 20 in there at one time, but now I've got about 7 or 8. And I
So
just
you're
lost two that were 14 and 16 years old. But that's about how long a goldfish lives. I was surprised, you know.
well. I have that was my small pond. Started with 12 feet of goldfish. Little feeder goldfish,
Yeah, yeah.
and They grew to about that big. They grew to 5 or 6 inches, and then one year, unfortunately, a raccoon got them, or something got them in the
Ah,
middle of the night. I'm thinking it was a raccoon, but anyway, um,
yeah.
I had to replace
We
them, needless to say. And then I started doing koi in my little pond, 4x8 pond. And then and I know it's a drone show, but we were just going to talk about koi for a little bit. And,
koi get a lot bigger.
little pond on Father's Day of 2017, and that 2,500 gallons, Bob, and that has some of my bigger, well, my koi. That's my koi pond now, but there are a couple of goldfish in there too.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I fly above the pond quite a bit, especially in the beginning. So, Bob,
Yeah.
where are your favorite places to fly drones out in Vegas by you?
Well, um, there's quite a few places. I mean, immediately outside of the metropolitan Las Vegas area here, it's really like three cities combined together here. It's the city of Las Vegas, Henderson, and North Las Vegas, and
Okay.
Clark County is it's all pretty industrial, pretty built up here. But if you get even 45 minutes outside of town, there is just tremendous amount of wonderful things out in the desert here. Now, I there's an area going kind of north from here. There's an area called Ash Springs, which used to be a tourist destination, but now there's a natural water springs there, and I've gone out there and flown there. And then there's in an area called a city called Mesquite, Nevada, which is 90 miles from Las Vegas here, and it's right along the border of Arizona. Well, if you drive this dirt road there, there's a place called Lime Kiln Canyon. It's hard to say, but and it's really popular for people that do rock climbing, that
Okay.
want
Yeah.
to go out and pound in stakes and climb up a flat face, kind of thing like that. So I've gone in there and flown there a number of times now, and it's just, I mean, it's tremendous. They call it the Little Grand Canyon
Oh,
because
okay. So,
you can't get into the real Grand Canyon, but this Lime Kiln Canyon is pretty remarkable, and so I like that. And then there's a little town, if you on my Bob's Drone Adventures channel on YouTube, you can see on my birthday last year, I went out to uh, um, Good Springs, Nevada, and little town, about 150 people are living there, but they have buildings that were built in the mid 1800s in the
oh,
middle of the desert out there. And so I've gone out there and videoed some of that many times too.
well,
So,
I'll definitely have to go watch those videos. That's for sure.
oh,
And
yeah,
that's another thing. Let me just ask everybody. If you're watching the show, be sure to subscribe to each other's channel. And watch the videos on them. Make comments. That means a lot to us YouTube creators. I'm just liking it. I don't know about you, Bob, but I love getting the comments.
I
And
do too. I
you
read every single one and
yeah, but you're
respond
gonna
to
laugh.
everyone.
You Well, you may not laugh, but some people will laugh. But the thumbs down have been getting to me lately. You know, and I noticed on a couple of my videos, it ain't posted 30 seconds, and I got a thumbs down already. So to make a long story short, The
Where's
last
that coming from?
received 3 thumbs down. So I made a comment back to him. I says, and for you guys that are giving me thumbs down, take your thumb and stick it up your ass. But anyway, we won't go any further. But anyway,
Oh, good.
we do like comments, but we like positive comments.
Definitely, definitely.
Robin,
So
how you
my
doing, buddy? Third eye view. Good to see you.
oh, good, good. Nice to meet all you people. I have been, trying to get active on here. I've been, active on YouTube for a couple years, but I haven't, really been out in front, doing this long, and so I'm learning, meeting a lot of new people here, and I have to tell you, it's developing into really some great friendships that I mean, that you couldn't have before the internet. I mean, we get to remove geography from
True.
our life because it doesn't.
You hit a button. All right, that's okay. He'll figure it out because I don't know what happened to his audio. No audio, Bob, on your end, but that's okay. I don't know. But anyway, if anybody has any questions for Bob, I may have to bring him back in. I don't know if he can't figure it out. I've never had this happen. Usually, it's your bottom, your audio, your mic might be you might have hit it by accident. But anyway, hey Ken, place it here. Good to see you. I just figured I'd go live, start doing a live stream, Ken, and hopefully you'll be a guest on the show one day. I would be honored to have you. Um, so I'm gonna try to take him out and bring him back in. So we'll see if this works. How's that? No, no. Mm-mm. But anyway, these are the things that happen when you live stream. Um, but Bob, can you hear me? If you can hear me, what you should do is go out of the stream and come back in. All right, and we'll continue with our conversation. Hi, David, AZ Drone Dude. Good to see you. Thanks for popping in, as Adrian says. And Michael McReynolds. I don't know if I said hello to you earlier. How you doing? But anyway, this is my inaugural live stream. Usually I'm with Johnny, and we got the Fly for Fun show, and a lot of you guys, tune in on Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern for that show, and we got quite a following, and we appreciate it. And I'm going to have different guests on the live stream. This will be a weekly thing, unless people stop watching it, and then I'll have to give it up. But anyway, I felt so bad for Bill Ronayne last night, and some of you guys in the chat know who Bill Ronayne is, Uncle Bill's Toys, and he felt like he had to stop doing his stream because he wasn't getting enough viewers or guests to be on his live stream, and I felt bad for him, and I like Bill. Bill's very knowledgeable when it comes to drones and doing live streams. I mean, he was doing live streams from the drone before this new DJI Fly update, kicked in. So I give Bill a lot of credit. And I didn't even tell him I was going to start a live stream. So he don't know about it. I think he's working anyway. All right. There's Bob. How you doing, Bob? All
Am I
right.
back on?
Yeah, it worked.
Oh,
Okay.
good. I don't know what happened there.
That's all right. I don't know what happened. But anyway, I'm glad you're back because I don't know if I could have went on much longer.
Oh. Us guys, we can talk forever, you know.
Yeah, I thought I was going to have to start telling cop stories or something.
Ah.
But anyway,
Uh,
Bob, what's your favorite drone? To fly.
well, I tried an FPV
Oh,
week and a half ago. One of my members in the group lives nearby, and he's a big FPV drone flyer. So I he put the goggles on me and said, just go up and go. I probably flew it 15, maybe 16 times.
oh,
I crashed every single time.
did you?
I I it just smithereens, kind of thing. But he was okay, and the drone survived. I'm surprised at some of these how these FPV drones can I mean really just come straight down and then he'll just can fire it back up again and fly it again. I was surprised.
How high were you when it dropped out of the sky?
Probably 50, 60 feet
Oh,
at
really?
least. And I
Okay.
mean, and it just dropped cold, and then we just started it back, flew back up again. But
Wow.
anyway, I've been flying a mini for a long time, a regular Mini 1, and I have to tell you, I just went back and flew that again about a week ago, and I really, really enjoy that. It's a little slower, than some of the newer ones, and you know, I really enjoy I, the Air 2S is my go-to right now, and I mean, I've got a couple places where I can fly that thing out 2 miles and then circle some, old uh, built up stuff and some old tanks that are out in the middle of the desert there. And it's just fascinating me that I can be 2 miles away and, you know, controlling this drone, precisely, and then bringing it back successfully and, without a scratch on it, kind of thing. So but the Air 2S is my go-to right now. I
Yeah.
am considering this Autel Nano because I'm going to do some traveling next year. We've got a couple trips to Europe and stuff scheduled, and I think that might be a better choice to be under 250 in a foreign country.
Well, I know the Nano is going to be a great drone. I think. We don't know. I haven't seen anybody fly it yet. I don't think. I mean, I'm sure
I
the
don't think
beta
anybody has.
testers have it. But I was really getting excited about buying it myself. But I was just hoping it would be priced a little lower. And I'm a stubborn Irishman, so
That's another thing we can talk about. I've been
I'm
to
not going to spend that kind of money to buy DJI. I love DJI.
I 3 years ago now. Yeah, 3 years. Wow. 3 years ago, I went to Ragathon, Ireland, which is 70 miles southeast of Dublin. And
Okay.
that's where my great grandfather was born. And I actually spent the night there above a pub.
Oh yeah.
There's 700 people live in this town, and there's 8 pubs.
Yep.
So
I know. My wife and I went there for our anniversary one year. Oh God, I forget how many years ago now, but 6 or 7. And I really, really enjoyed it driving around. We drove the from Dublin down the southeast coast over to Oh, now I'm mixing up the towns. This is what happens.
Galway.
This is what happens. No, I didn't go that far. But this is what happens
Ah,
when you're old, Bob. When you become an old fart, you can't remember it anymore.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's
Watertown,
all
maybe?
new stuff.
Waterford, Waterford, because Waterford Crystal.
Waterford, yes. Yes.
And then we stopped there and saw that place, and then we went up to Thomastown. I don't know if you know where Thomastown is,
Uh-huh.
but we still have. I have family there, and he's
Ah,
the local veterinarian. Him and his daughter. So we stopped and we met up with them. We went out to a nice dinner that night, and then my cousin, she took us around when she got. She's a teacher. So when she got out of school the next day, she gave us a tour to our old homestead where my grandparents,
ah.
you know, were born and raised, and they still have it in their family. Yeah,
Yeah. How wonderful.
it was a
It's a
great tour.
beautiful, beautiful place.
There, obviously, it would be a great place to fly drones. You
Oh,
see
yeah.
Alan Drone Views Media.
Yeah.
He's always in most of the chats. He's very, very popular and a supporter of most of the drone shows, and he does incredible videos in Ireland. Have you seen his, Bob?
Oh, yeah. We've
Yeah.
talked quite a few times. I'm actually I have an application to get an Irish passport in right now.
Really?
So we've communicated a few times there. Yes, me and Alan. Yeah, I have three great grandparents born in Ireland, and they're telling me that that's enough to get me qualified to get in a passport by association.
Oh, all right. Okay. I would think.
Yeah,
Sure. Well, that's good.
yeah.
I hope you get it. You
And
know, let me
the
just
benefit of that
welcome
is
in
that
Jerry
you.
Bauer. Jerry Bauer just came in, or if I just noticed him in. Let me say hello to him.
Hi,
Um,
Jerry.
and that's sort of going to be a theme of this new live stream adventures, and we're going to talk about traveling and going to other countries and obviously traveling locally, and if people want to share their great drone locations, I welcome it in the chat, and I'll get you on the show, and you can tell everybody where they are. A lot of people want to keep them secret,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm just the opposite. I call them spot, but then I tell everybody about 'em.
So I got to answer a couple questions here. I got a question from Place It Here on the chat there. He asked if that's an Apple IIc behind me. It's not, but I had an Apple IIc, and I had an Apple IIe. It was actually my first computer, but this is my third Macintosh behind me here. That's a Mac Plus back
Okay.
here that had a 1 megabyte of memory in it. So that was the third generation of Macintosh, and that one needs a power supply. But and then I don't know, you can't see over here, but I have a couple other old Macs, and I kind of have a Mac museum in the house here. I have a variety of. I don't sell anything. I keep it.
Well, it's good to see another Apple guy. And I know we got a couple of them in the chat. Sammy is an Apple guy, and Johnny's an Apple guy. Um,
Yeah,
and it's good to see that. And I'm so sorry that we got rid of our old apples, because my
yeah.
son, his first one was, I even forget what you call it, but I should have kept it because I could have put it as a prop right behind me.
Well, I have more to show. I have the first flat screen, the one that looks like a dome with the arm on it, kind of thing. That's an iMac, a G4 iMac. I have one of those here, and I've got the first iPod, and I have a,
Yeah.
first iPhone, and I have all those relics. I don't know.
Let,
if they're
let's go
valuable to
to draw
anybody but
here.
me.
There we
Huh?
go. We're going to draw.
On
And
the
then,
same way.
and that first iPod, or was it an iPod for the music?
Yeah,
For the music, right?
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
hold on a second. I'll get it. Wait.
But good to see everybody in the chat. Hey, Sean, Mr. Crowley, and his drone. Good to see you. Peter Carroll, good to see you. Thank you all for tuning in to my first live stream. But well, actually, it's my second. I went live from the drone yesterday. But anyway, and Bob Dempsey from.
I don't know if you can see that. That's the first iPod. It has a 5 GB spinning hard drive inside of it.
Oh, really?
Yes. It
Okay.
was it still used a spinning hard drive and a FireWire connector,
Wow. I don't
you
remember
know.
that one at all.
Here's my first drone.
Oh, the helicopter. Yeah, yeah.
They were sitting
Now,
on the same shelf, but
now that had to be very hard to fly.
oh yeah, and the only controller you had was the phone, was an iPhone.
Yep.
So
Well,
I
I know I love helicopters, and I used to volunteer to go in the police helicopter.
yeah.
If they needed somebody to go up, I'd raise my hand and volunteer, and I would go up with the pilots. And I enjoyed flying around in the helicopter, and enjoyed it so much. On another, and this is talking about my personal life, another anniversary vacation to Vegas. We stayed at the MGM Hotel, and I
Yeah.
talked my wife into going to the Grand Canyon via
Ah,
a helicopter.
yeah.
We did, and it was great. It really was.
And you saw a lot of good things between Las
Oh,
Vegas and the Grand Canyon too.
yeah.
It was it's quite a thing there. Yep.
Now, how long have you been out there?
Um, I came in '74, and I was 23 years old, and I had been a roadie with a rock band,
Oh,
and
really?
the band was kind of breaking up, and I wanted to get back into college, and but I couldn't get a student loan until the fall. So this was like the end of March. So I was going to come to Las Vegas and spend 6 months here in 1974, and I'm
Yeah.
still here.
Well, that's good. But
Yes, and I
you
have
you have your own
uh,
business out there, right? Your own
yeah,
business,
yeah.
right?
I have a graphic design business that I had worked for multiple. I bought the first Mac in '84, and I had an app. I was doing graphic work, kind of freelance before there was a Macintosh, and then when the Mac came out, I started that, and then I started working for advertising agencies.
Okay.
And one stint was I spent 9 months with the local newspaper here, teaching them how to do computer graphics
Oh, nice.
instead of doing it on drawing boards. And then after the ad agencies, in '96, I started Dempsey Graphics, and it's still going today. I'm still sending out bills from Dempsey Graphics today, So
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah. That's great. It is.
yeah, yeah.
Um, I'm. I mean, everybody, tries to get a good logo for their drone YouTube channel. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
graphic design means so much. And believe me, I'm not a good artist by any means. I have trouble drawing stick people, and it's one of those things where I just decided to ask a shirt company.
Yeah.
and to put up I had three drones at three DJI drones at the time. I had the Mini, I had the Phantom 4, and then I got the Air 2. So I said, if you could, work them into a logo, that's going to be my logo. And that's
Yeah.
what I did. And that's my logo. Three DJI drones.
That works. It's what works, It's
Yeah.
I've been able to work on a lot of projects here in Las Vegas that are, widely recognized, and so it's definitely uh, you know, it's for me, it's been a great place to be a graphic artist here,
Oh,
and there's been a pretty steady stream of people that need creative, things here.
now
Worked on a variety.
I'm sure that you've worked on certain celebrities, um, and you're not allowed to talk about it, but I'm going to try to get the information out. But who was the most enjoyable person to work with?
Wow, most enjoyable.
And I should have prepped
Hmm.
this question.
um,
Bob and I did not talk
you know,
about what we were going to talk about on the show, other than drones.
no. I don't know. I've I know this is going to sound cliche, but my wife and I both have gotten to be friends pretty much with Wayne Newton,
Oh,
and
there you
I
go.
have to tell you, he's a wonderful human being. I don't think he can sing anymore, and don't tell him I said that, but I mean, he's a very good person to hang out with, and I mean, I there's some
Interesting.
other celebrities that I wouldn't want to walk down the street to see them again. I mean, there's some that aren't that wonderful, but I don't want to say any negative stories. Tell you one guy who, when I first got here, was a big star, and I really enjoyed talking to him. Was Red Fox. You
Oh,
know,
really?
oh, he was just wonderful.
He was one of
And
my idols, to be honest with you. I
yeah,
love
hang
him.
out one second. Let me grab a photograph over here. I'll
Oh
show you a
man,
couple
I tell you,
photographs real quick, okay? Just
Sanford and
real
Son
quick.
was one of my favorite shows. Yeah,
Yes.
I tell you. Oh, I'm coming to join you, Elizabeth. Yeah,
Oh, let's
yeah. I tell
see
you.
who else I got here. Here's this is probably one of the most prestigious celebrities that I've gotten to know. Can you see that?
I can. I can't see it clearly, you know. So you got to
That's
tell
me
me.
and Anne Margaret.
Oh, that's Anne Margaret, and who else? Her
Yes,
husband.
that's me.
Oh, that's
That's what
you.
I look like without a beard.
Oh, wow. And she's a friend of yours? She's
Huh?
your girlfriend?
That's we're chit
Oh
chatting
my God.
there.
Let have that as an 8 by 10 frame.
Oh, they're just snapshots sitting around here. And
That's
this
cool.
one, you have to be a real rock and roll aficionado to know who this is.
Rock and roll aficionado. Is that Michael
Yes.
McReynolds? Nah,
No,
not Michael McReynolds.
that's the
Uh,
the drummer of the Moody Blues.
oh, really? Okay.
But that just happens to be what I got sitting around here,
That's great. That's
kind of
great.
thing.
We didn't even know you were going to talk about this, but I find it so interesting. I really do.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing that with us and the viewers.
Oh,
Um,
it's
hey, hello,
wonderful.
Marcy. How you doing?
Yeah. Yes, because my wife just popped in here. She says, That's because your wife got in there to,
Well,
let you
come
take
on,
them.
let us
Come
all
on,
meet.
put your face in here for 1 second here.
Let's say hello.
This is Audrey.
Okay, she got to move over a little bit because we can't see her.
There she is.
Audrey. Nice to meet you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there she is. That's the
Well, Audrey, let me
Audrey.
just tell you, you got a great husband there. You know.
We've lean in this way towards me.
So now
There you go.
now we're going to get personal, and
Uh-oh.
we don't allow no kissing and making out on the show. No.
No kissing on the show. Okay.
But anyway, how long have you guys been married?
25 years.
Okay, great. That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm
Yeah.
so glad you joined us, Audrey. I didn't expect this.
She can't hear you. Hold on, because I'm listening to
no.
this.
It's true.
Here,
know?
try to put this in your ear. See if that works.
But I'll tell you,
That's this side.
we had a husband and wife on the Fly for Fun show this past week. Chuck
I
and
saw
Larry.
that.
Yeah, and it was nice to see them together, and they were
And
great.
they both fly drones.
Yes, yeah. Lori started flying, and Chuck's been flying for quite a while. But what I said is, Audrey, it's so nice to have you on the show with us.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I'm so proud of him for creating this amazing, respectable kind of format where people can really come together and enjoy communicating with one another without all the insidious nonsense that's going on these days.
Right.
And I'm just so proud of what he's accomplished with this wonderful site. So
Well, his Facebook group is one of the most popular, and I tell you, we enjoy having him. We had him on the Fly for Fun show already.
I heard. Yeah, shirt looks great on you.
Oh, I like it. I like it. And thank you again, Bob.
Thank you. I've been all day today. I've been filling orders. I've been working on, this over the weekend I got about 25 new orders. So I've been working on getting them.
And I made the referral to you on one person, but it's one of those
things. Problem though.
What's that?
We had one problem. There were people complaining. And they were complaining because they couldn't get their shirts over their head. So we now will have zip-up hoodies.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. People like zippers. Yep, they do.
Yeah.
Including me.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
This is up your hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't worry about that much. I have more hair here than here,
Well, did you see Grant Arias? Bob married a model. Yeah, I'll tell you. And is Apache, God bless you all. I tell you, I'm so glad you joined us. I really am, Audrey. And Bob, thank you again for being on the first show. And it was a last-minute invite,
She knows the pain of being a drone wife,
Audrey, do you fly drones yet?
I did fly it once,
you
and I
did?
did a really good job with it. Actually, he was a little nervous about me taking the controls, but I managed to take it off and fly it very smoothly around and land it exactly where it was supposed to land.
She flew the Mini.
Yeah.
Yes, she did a great job.
It really is. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's fun.
So anyway, I didn't know.
Ray is hosting the Florida in April. Florida in April.
I'm going to give you both a personal invite right here. April.
We think we're coming.
2022.
We're planning on coming. right
right.
now. We're definitely planning on being there.
Well,
I mean, if I have another trip coming up in the beginning of November, so I would be going to Spin Up if I didn't. But I'm definitely coming to Florida in
adding
April.
you to the official list right here.
Put us both down.
Yeah, we're coming to Miami in November. I'm also a travel agent besides being the stellar photographer, and a little promo there. And so we're doing a group cruise in the Caribbean for 7 days. So that's why we're coming to Miami. So
Which ship?
um,
What's the line?
well, we're on MSC for this one.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful ship. It's one of the Meraviglia is one of the newer ships. And
Okay.
then next year is more exciting. Before or after the April, to come and see all of you, we're going to Italy, and we're going to be on Celebrity out of Rome, and celebrate my. Should I tell them?
Sure.
My 70th birthday.
Oh, what a way to celebrate! I tell you,
Yeah, yeah.
that's fantastic. My wife and I, we like cruising ourselves, and we were doing four or so cruises a year until COVID hit. But we want to
Sure.
get back into it.
Well, I still have a few cabins left in out of Rome next year. It's July 25th is the sailing. So
Oh, I have to check our calendar.
check it out.
Oh, that would be fun.
There's right now they're offering a 20% discount, so it's a lot of money to save. So, and then they have flights discounted as well. But you only have a week because it ends November 1st. So.
Yep. Okay. But anyway, Maddie gave you a nice compliment. She says you don't look anywhere close to 70.
Oh, thank you. I need glasses, and I don't have glasses on, so I can't see any of those things over there.
Yeah. Well,
Yes,
and
Bob calls me his trophy bride. So.
well, thank you again. But listen, I'm going to try to definitely limit this show to less than an hour. And
All right.
the World Drone Community is coming on. Thank you for popping in,
Thank
Audrey.
you for letting me have. Yeah.
Thank
It's
you.
great to see all of you.
Yeah, she was good, Bob. You got a good one there.
Thank you. Yeah, she.
I couldn't get my wife to come to the stream if I paid her. But anyway,
yeah.
Like I was saying about the World Drone Community, that's a great show, live stream that's coming on. Robbie Gray really is doing wonderful things with it. And
promoting something else.
I know that, his website will be up and running in the near future, hopefully. But and Robbie is a great supporter of the drone channels himself. The other show that's a big show tonight on a Monday night is Drone Nation, with Ron Brown and Marcus Crawford. Those two guys have one of the most popular drone live streams, and I give them a lot of credit because I'm a faithful viewer and I've learned so much from Ron and Marcus, and they just both have great personalities.
Yes, I've watched both of them. They're kind of the original old farts, I mean, I don't know if you watched my video from yesterday, but when I announced the 3,000 members, but I talked about the old farts, and it was Ron, Marcus, and Bill, as who I was watching when I kept calling them the old farts with drones.
Yeah.
And as it turns out, now that I've met all three of them, I'm older than all of them.
Yeah. Well, I really love those guys. I really do. And then again, I got to also plug Lawrence and Herman. Those guys. They got a great live stream again on Sunday night, and Wednesday at 5 p.m. And everybody's got to watch the Fly for Fun show with me and Johnny on Wednesday nights at 7. But I'm gonna put a call out for videos. If you send me your videos, I'll be more than happy to show them next week, or some of them, and we're going to share the different adventures that you guys do and I do. And I just hope to keep this live stream very entertaining for you guys, and hopefully you'll learn a little bit, And we do have some giveaways going. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do it yet, but we may be giving away a hat by the end, by the end of the month. You never know. And it's just not going to be pick a number. I'm going to be a little more creative than that. but
trivia Bob, or something, a good trivia contest,
Yeah. I want to thank you for coming on tonight. I really do. From
my pleasure, Ray.
My heart. I want to thank all the viewers in the chat for tuning in. It means a lot to me. And Bob, do you have any closing comments?
Well, I just appreciate everybody. I know that probably some of your audience here are already members of the Old Farts with Drones. In fact, I recognize a lot of them in the chat here. And I, like I say, I'm just trying to keep up with that. I'm trying to still do graphic design work every day. And, but I really appreciate all the people that have come out and ported this. And, we're going to venture into a talk show also, and kind of do a live interview with Old Farts and kind of see their stuff, see what they're producing, see and interview them and understand what got them into the hobby and how it's progressing, and I think it'll be a great fun for everybody. And that's going to be in the next 3 weeks there or something. I'm still a little nervous about giving it a try, but after this many shows, I'm feeling a little more comfortable. So, but thank you all. That's all. My gratitude is the whole thing here. I just really appreciate everybody supporting this channel.
If you have any questions, Bob, just give me a call. You know that. Be more than happy to help you in any way I can.
I appreciate it.
But again, everybody, thank you again for coming in. The World Drone community will be on in a couple of minutes. So let us sign out, and we'll see you again next week. And get out there, fly for fun, and fly safe and have fun. All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.